the perfect body. Do you have one? And if you haven't got one, do you want one? And what is your definition of the perfect body? And it's interesting, as an old lady, I've watched the female form go in and out of fashion and change dramatically over the decades that I've lived on the planet. So there used to be an expression, you can't be too thin or too rich for a woman. And it was all about being as thin as possible, as lean as possible. It's interesting now that we're celebrating the human female form with bigger muscles, more athletic looking, bigger bum. It's been a really interesting fashionable change, but fashion goes out of style. Style never goes out of fashion. So what is your style? What can you change? What can't you change? If you want to have the perfect body, can you have one? And again, what does that mean to you? So I've got a little bit of a different definition now, and it's pretty exciting for me because as an old lady, when I look back over my life, I went through all of those phases. I wanted the perfect bikini body, and then I wanted the bodybuilding body, and I wanted the athletic marathon running body, and they're all a little bit different. I was told, and this is the reason why I did a bodybuilding competition and marathon in the same year, somebody told me that I was too big to run marathon, but I was too small to be a bodybuilder. So I decided I'd do both, and not because I wanted to prove somebody wrong, but I just wanted to test my own physical abilities in getting as lean as possible and running a long distance as fast as possible. So here's a really great question. Could the perfect body be the one that can do all the things that you want it to do? So obviously now as an old lady, there's wrinkly bits, there's creasy bits, there's bits that aren't as firm as they used to be when I was 20 and 30. And I love it all because I now have a body literally that every single day can do exactly what I need it to do. I'm fitter and stronger and healthier than I've ever been. I'm mentally tougher than I've ever been, and so I should be, because I've lived a very long time. I've exercised every day of my life, so I should be getting fitter and stronger and better and healthier as I get older, which I have, which means that I can go and do all the things that I want to do. So my perfect body is the one that wakes up with energy, enthusiasm, excitement for life. I call it the 3 E's. It's the body that can go all day long, and some days that can be 20 hours, that can be 21 hours. There's some days where there's very little sleep happening because there's a whole heap of other stuff happening and I haven't got time to sleep. So I've got to have a body that can function effectively regardless of the pressure that I put it under. So I have a huge big garden, and some days I spend 6, 7, 8 hours digging and raking and picking and lifting and moving stuff around. And I can because I'm healthy, fit and strong. So for me, the perfect body is the one that can do that all day long. For me, the perfect body is the one that can stay mentally alert and alive and have a stack of energy regardless of how long I need to go or how long I need to be at 100% effort for. I also love a body that can relax and sleep deeply. To me, that is the perfect body. I don't stress when I go to bed because I fall asleep. I sleep deeply. I have fantastic dreams, and then I wake up and I go again. So my body's in a position now, after many decades on the planet, where for me it is perfect. Now, of course, a lot of people will look, and people do. I love it how people make comment. Rowi's, she's used to be really lean, and she used to be have ripped abdominals, and she used to have much tighter butt cheeks and all of those things. People make comment, and I find it really funny. Apart from the fact that I'm old, and most people that are old aren't healthy, fit and strong. But to me, the perfect body isn't anymore about the outside. It's about what my body's capable of doing and how it feels on the inside and how healthy it is. So a lot of people that are my age find it difficult to stand up and down. They find it difficult to stay awake for many hours. They find it difficult to do stuff. A lot of people my age don't exercise because I'm too old. So that to me is a very imperfect body, a body that can't go and do all the things that you want to do. So if you are 15, 20, 30, 40 and you want the perfect physical body, could it be something to consider that regardless of how you look on the outside, how are you functioning on the inside? How healthy are you? Is it possible that if you're incredibly healthy on the inside, that one of the side effects could be that you have great hair, great skin, great nails, good posture, low body fat percentage? So they're the things that you can control if you're fit and strong. Now, what I can't control, and I always have a giggle about this when it comes to the human form, is I have very broad shoulders. I'm a very big upper body. So I'm a size 16 women's size in the upper body, and I'm a size 10 in the lower body. Now, I've been that all of my life. Now, technically, if you talk to fashion designers or anybody that has anything to do with what the human body is supposed to look like when it's beautiful, that is not a perfect body, 16 big, 10 little. But that I can't change that. The width of my shoulders and the width of my hips is just how it is. Now, how much fat I have on my hips and how much fat I have on my upper body, I can determine that. And so can you. Isn't that exciting? So you can't change your bone. Well, you can change your bone density. Isn't that interesting? If you have low bone density, so you get osteoporosis and you've got weak bones, apart from the fact that you're going to get sick because you're going to have a weak immune system, you end up with really bad posture. So if you've got strong muscles pulling on strong bones, you have good posture. So your coat hanger's better for your clothes. So regardless of how many wrinkles your skin's got or how untight your body becomes as you get older, if you've got strong muscles and bones, you still hold yourself more effectively, so you still look better in your clothes. But looking great naked is a really interesting expression. Do you look great naked in the mirror? And I, of course, look very different in the mirror now than I did when I was 20, and so I should, because I'm an old lady. But I don't get angry about that. I don't get upset about it. I don't get frustrated about it. Sometimes I go, oh, that's interesting. But my human frame, I have no control over my aging. I just have control over chronological aging, but I have full control over my muscles, my bones, my muscle. I don't want my muscles to waste away, so I lift heavy so they stay strong. I don't want my bones to waste away, so I lift heavy so that my muscles pull on my bones. I don't want to get sick, because obviously when you get sick, your body wastes away. So when you've got a strong immune system, which is built inside your bones, you're less likely to get sick. And even if you do get sick for whatever, you pick up some germ and you get food poisoning, for example, when you've got a fit, strong body, your body gets rid of it really quickly. And I always joke about that. I love it when I have to vomit or I have to race to the bathroom because I've eaten something terrible, because it means that my body's working effectively. So I have a perfect body when it comes to handling germs, bugs, viruses, diseases. I have the perfect body when it comes to, I can do all the things that I need to do. I can function at 100% effort, top level, all day long, regardless of being an old lady. And when I look in the mirror, I'm proud of who I am, because I accept the things that I can change. Well, I change the things that I can change, and I accept the things that I can't change. If it's the other way around, which is what I just said, wouldn't that be stupid? I don't want to accept the fact that I'm a 16 in the upper body. That would just be ridiculous, because I can't change that. I'm angry because I'm only 5 foot something. Well, I can't change that. But what I can change is how fit I am, how strong I am, what my posture is like, how much energy I have. They're all choices. So I choose to be healthy, fit and strong, which for me is the perfect body. Now for you, whatever your perfect body is, could that be a great question to ask? What am I accepting versus what can I change? Should I accept the things that I can't change and then change the things that I can, and then am I more likely to be happy with my body? So if you want to really be happy with you want good, strong mental health and toughness, then that's all about being positive. And obviously, if you're healthy, fit and strong, you're more likely to be positive. If you want to be proud of your body, are you doing all the things that a body needs to be fit, be strong and be healthy? Because if you eat crappy food and you don't sleep very well and you don't do any exercise and you don't lift heavy things and you don't get fresh air and sunshine, you obviously can't expect to have a healthy, fit, strong body, regardless of how much makeup you wear or what kind of clothes you wear or how much plastic surgery you get. And I always use that as an interesting side note. I have some prominent plastic surgeons in my life who always share with me, and have always shared with my clients, that a healthy, fit, strong body is a body that can get plastic surgery and it will be effective. If you're unfit, unhealthy, weak and frail, and then you expect a plastic surgeon to fix your body, I'll quote my favourite plastic surgeon who says, you will screw up my work. I'm not going to touch your body because it's not fit and strong, and you will then screw up my work. So whatever you think the perfect body is, accept the things that you cannot change the things you can, and if you're healthy, fit and strong, is it possible that you'll have the wisdom to know the difference, because you'll have a healthy, fit, strong brain? And could that be a great way to live your life with energy, enthusiasm, excitement, the 3 E's, so that you can live your life to the max? Woohoo! Ha!